Welcome back to Corona United Methodist Church Advent Devotionals 2024. I'm Susan Jurgensen, the pastor here. This will be just a series of 3 short videos to help us get into this time, this season of Advent. I'm going to light my candle now, and you might want to light a candle for this moment of yours. We'll just take a few moments in the beginning of each video. The theme that I'm going to follow is quiet and still. So in the beginning of each video, I'm going to give about 30 seconds for you to watch some beautiful scenery or close your eyes, listen to some music, and just take some deep breaths. So take 30 seconds for this with me. Welcome back. You see behind me a beautiful set. We're going to have a children's pageant this Sunday in church. More about that in a moment. And the book that I'm going to be looking at with you that I invite you to pick up if you'd like to is called Advent by Scott Crosscheck. I've got a printed page because I'm looking at a digital copy. I don't have the book with me. I plan to share just a few sentences from the chapters and share my responses to them, and then I invite you to email me, or you can comment here and share what you're thinking also. I want to read this from the very first part of the book, even the introduction. It says, "The term Advent is derived from the Latin word adventus, a translation of the Greek word parousia, and it points to something that's on the way. Translated, Advent literally means coming. It's the season of what is to come. We anticipate the coming of the Christ child Jesus, or as the prophet Isaiah proclaims, Emmanuel, which means God with us. During Advent, we expectantly await the God of the universe who is coming to be with us in the flesh." And then Scott asks this question. He asks, what does it look like to have God with us, and how does that change anything we're facing? Well, it's kind of been a difficult week and a half for me. We've had 3 people, either members of the church or connected to the church closely, that have passed away. And so even today, I was blessed with the opportunity to attend a viewing of Ed Faxon with Linda Faxon and a few people. It was a small gathering. There were only 10 people allowed with the mortuary. And that experience and working through preparing for the services we're going to have soon, you've heard the term Blue Christmas. Although there's always joy, there's always love, there's always anticipation, there is also a little bit of blue for all of us in holidays when we're thinking of people that we might be missing or difficult things happening in our lives. And so you might be experiencing that also. I'm wondering for you what comes to mind. You might want to share that with me or in the comments. But when I think about how does God with us help, well, it helps me realize that we are created in God's image, and so community means so much. That God with us is Creator, Christ, Holy Spirit, all together. It's that Trinity, that mystery, and that translates into that we need community also. Just like God is community, we need community. And having the chance today to gather at the mortuary with those few people, to hear their stories and be blessed to hear how Ed has impacted their lives and to be able to share good memories, it really, really helped me in this time? So I encourage you to think about that question for yourself. How does God with us impact your everyday life? For me, at this moment, it was definitely community. I want to share also, I'm wearing purple. We like to wear red and green for the holidays, but purple is always very appropriate. This is the color of the Advent season, so you might want to mix a little purple into your wardrobe that you're sharing. I also have a sermon series we're offering in worship the next few Sundays. It's about angels. We're going to have the children's Christmas pageant and a potluck. The potluck is open to anyone to bring whatever you'd like. We don't have specific things for specific people to bring, but there will be tables set with beautiful decorations and plates, and we really want to have a nice celebration and party, so I invite you to come this Sunday, December 8th for that. Then the following Sunday, December 15th, we're inviting the children and youth from the church and any family and friends, anyone around the community that wants to come. From 4 o'clock to 6 o'clock, we're going to have some treats, some games, some crafts. Possibly our playground will be done. We might be able to play on that. We'll have to wait and see. It's getting very close. So I invite you to come for that also. In just a minute, I'm going to show you some unseen footage of our youth group together. So you might want to stick around for that. And I encourage you to find ways to seek joy in this time together. Thank you for participating in this. Leave your comments, your notes, and I'll look for you again next week on Wednesday. God bless you.
Hi.
Oh, wait.
Tower.
Hi. Wait.
Building.
Listen.
Just kidding.
Sound of your
Karaoke. Artist.
wait. Eating? Yes.
Musical chairs.
Okay, fabric for a woman's food.
A magnet. So this is talking about prevenient grace, talking about how God has done things in our life we can't see. Sometimes we don't know it's happening,